something crosses the road. It's skeletal like, fleshy, and it stands up, and then it like kind of just almost like leaps.
They look back and they see one. Clear as day. It walked 5 feet away from my audio recorder. We just saw a Bigfoot. Holy crap.
I've been pinched, I've been tapped on the shoulder, I've had my name hollered, a hand came up underneath my left arm. I said, little son of a bitch tried to get me. That was the time that I decided you don't sleep inside that building.
Did you see that?
The cow cur, it's big, it's white, and it runs faster than any man could ever run. And it would lean out behind the tree. Listen, that's why we never go out. Because the booger will get you.
I just splashed pop in my nose. Where do we start?
You right?
Yep.
You ready for the intro?
I thought you were going to just jump into it, but I guess.
Thanks everybody for listening to this week's episode of Exploring. I'm Luke.
Dustin.
And today we're going to be talking about the most haunted places in the world.
Yeah. So, I just now pulled a bunch of information from ChatGPT about the top or the most haunted places in the world, including some stories from Reddit that people have had, people have had experiences in these places. So the first one here is in Romania. Can you pronounce that?
No, James.
Hawaii. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's some forest in Romania. Legendary paranormal hotspot known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania.
That's interesting.
Visitors report whispers, UFOs, feelings of hallucination, and strange bite marks. Strange bite marks?
That's interesting. Could you imagine being bit by a ghost?
No. I think that would probably terrify me if what if it was like not like human bite,
like an animal bite.
Well, maybe I was thinking like more
like a jacket, that type of
thing.
Like
a vampire type.
Yeah, I mean, it's in Transylvania.
There's even a barren circle at the center.
So sub pump.
Oh, there's even a barren circle at the center where nothing grows. That's interesting. Okay, so
the thing that is weird too with this thing is hallucinations. You never really hear of people hallucinating in a location.
Not really. I've not.
That would be so weird.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. That is very weird.
What's that?
Hurt me.
Oh, thanks, Ghost Dog. Yeah, I don't know.
It's strange.
Do you think that there could be some environmental reason why people are having hallucinations?
Like high EMF?
Maybe.
I mean, that would explain why, like, all the activity going on in the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. I mean, I would think in that type of area, like the Bermuda Triangle, there's high EMF. That's why everything's weird going on. And there has to be something in that little triangle, right? Even big triangle, depending on how big it is, where things keep happening like that.
Wonder why though? Like even just some of these paranormal hotspots that are just around the world. Not even just not like the Bermuda Triangle or the that word triangle of Transylvania. Bermuda. Like
there has to be something going on in that triangle where things happen.
What do you think causes that? Do you think that it's like?
I would probably say high EMF.
But what's causing it?
I don't know. That's a weird thing. Why? Unless there's a bunch of like water sources that could be causing EMF.
Yeah, maybe running water does.
I mean, it
cause
says this in a forest. So
That doesn't-
running water.
in the forest.
Yeah. If there's a river or a stream or something going through the forest.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know why my brain went to faucet. And I was like, what? That's not in the forest. You want to read the Reddit story?
You can read that.
You want me to read it? Okay. Maybe I should click on it. It wasn't making a whole lot of sense. And it's still not making a whole lot of sense.
Screw it.
July 22nd, 2017.
That's recent. See, that's in his opinion. It's not
Oh, yeah.
a story from the
Well, that's stupid. I don't want opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. But that's the whole thing. That's what we want to know is people's opinions.
Yeah.
But his opinion was very, we already said what happens there.
Yeah,
It was
with
like,
the
in my opinion,
forest.
yeah. You want to read the next one?
Would that be? How would you pronounce that?
Balleroy
Mansion in Philadelphia, USA. That's not, I wonder how far that is from us.
I don't think it's very far.
The most haunted home in America on a 33-room estate building in 1911. Reports include phantom footsteps, flying pox. Oh my God! An infamous chair
Of death.
Chair of death linked to mysteries and deaths.
Linked to mysterious deaths. What do you mean?
Crazy.
I need more on that.
Look up the Balleroy Mansion. It's not doing anything. You're typing it down now. It's like, what?
What we got going on in the chat? Ain't nobody chatting it up. We got a lot of likes though. 4 people watching. What's going on, everybody?
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks for the likes. What are some of your favorite haunted locations that are in the world? Yeah, I seen the shadow whenever it came in. I thought it was a bat at first. I was like, oh snap.
Oh, that place looks crazy.
I can't see it because I was just staring at the light.
Look at that place.
That place is wild. Actually, you know what? If you are on YouTube, I'm gonna share my screen.
We have nobody watching on YouTube.
The struggle is real, Luke. Now I lost train of thought.
You're gonna screenshot. It's showing the entire screen.
I don't have a choice. Uh-oh.
Better save on.
This might be a short podcast, folks. My computer's gonna die. I want to know more about the chair. So here's some of the spirits. An elderly woman with a cane roaming the second floor hallway of the Balleroy Mansion.
That'd be creepy.
Why?
I don't know, just an elderly woman with a cane.
She ain't hurting nobody.
I feel like that's creepy. I think the cane makes it creepy for some reason. I don't know why, but the cane makes it creepy.
I don't know why the cane makes it creepy.
I don't know either, but it does.
A peaceful Thomas Jefferson ghost near a dining room grandfather clock.
Thomas Jefferson.
At the Balleroy Mansion. Okay. I don't know nothing about the Balleroy Mansion. And a monk. Monk apparition in the master bedroom. Reports of banging noises, objects flying through the air, and unexplained electrical outages. Okay, here we go.
Here's the death chair.
So the infamous blue room and chair of death. A 200-year-old blue wingback chair said to have belonged to Napoleon is kept off limits by Esby? I don't know.
Esby, yeah.
Rumors claim 4 people died shortly after sitting in it. Some legends speak of a red mist or a spirit called Amanda emerging to claim victims.
Would you sit in the chair?
Yeah, yes, I I don't know. I might not. See, there's some risks that I'm not just willing to take. So here's a thread on Reddit. It says in the infamous Blue Room, a 200-year-old blue chair known as the Chair of Death. About 4 people are said to have died, and
We're just like that.
this is everything that what?
We're just like
I
that.
want like actual encounters.
Well, if they're dying, nobody's going to be encountering nothing.
Yeah, I guess. What is happening? Oh, I'm not logged in, so I can't see the chat. So whatever's happening in the chat's gonna have to happen up there.
I don't see anything up there anyway.
Oh well.
I can see most of it. What?
This is interesting. So Esby must be the person that owned the Bellaroy Mansion.
Yeah.
After Esby died in 2005, all antiques were sold, and the mansion was purchased in 2012.
Now private residents and their tours through the paranormal.
Here's my question.
Do they have any encounters?
Okay, here's my second question. Do you think that all of the antiques were sold with the mansion, or do you think that they like auctioned them off?
What does it say?
I think it just says that they were sold.
I probably would think they would be sold.
Separately,
Yeah.
like an auction.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then there's a chance that
That's trade out there somewhere.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Philadelphia is really not very far.
No. Well, if you click on the map, right over here.
Right. Oh.
Well, there's nobody watching on YouTube.
Right.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Right over here.
Right. I mean, the chances of things from that place making it this far, I would imagine, are slim to none. But
yeah,
the idea of them being out there somewhere
is
kind of interesting. That's cool. The Bellaroy Mansion. One day.
Well, they have to do ghost hunting investigations.
I mean, we're gonna buy it one day. So
Oh.
Whoever's living in it now, you got to move out here one day.
It's a mansion.
I don't care.
I'm saying, does it say how big it is? I mean, obviously, it's a.
You know what that looks like? That looks like a house that like the Conjuring or something like that would have happened at.
Look at the driveway. That's just creepy itself.
Driveway is creepy.
Does it say how big it is? Like how many bedrooms?
No. 30 plus rooms.
We could all move out.
And still have rooms.
We'll have our own little studio.
That's crazy. All right. Let's go to the next one. This one is an obvious.
The Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Stephen King stayed here in 1974 and was inspired by its emptiness and ambience. Guests continue to report unexplained phenomena. So I don't think that I know about the Stanley Hotel enough to determine whether or not, because we've talked about things like this before where things are talked up.
Yeah.
Right. So
how talked up, since there was in the Stephen King movie, how talked up is it? Like, they say it's haunted, but like again, how?
All right, let's see.
How haunted is it now?
How haunted is it on a scale of 1 to 10? We've got a few people in there. What's going on, everybody? Ain't nobody in the chat though. You guys can chime into this conversation. What is your thoughts on the Stanley Hotel?
Hyped up or no?
If you didn't have neighbors.
Jeez, it's taking forever.
See, I don't know anything more than the Stephen King thing.
Yeah. That is a big place, though. Hey, what's that?
That's a scary picture of a person standing at the top of the steps. Oh no, now I'm in it. I can't get out. Opened 4th of July 1909, 140 room colonial revival.
That's a big ass place.
It's a health retreat built by steam car magnate, I don't know what that word is, Freeland Oscar Stanley. Here's the incident that started the ghost stories. On the 25th of June, 1911, a gas leak beneath room 217 ignited when head chambermaid Elizabeth Wilson entered with a candle.
Oh,
That is so
God.
unfortunate.
Boom.
That sucks. Blowing her through the floor.
Jesus.
God.
She survived.
No way.
Yeah, so she survived the blast. and
But the
injuries.
blast and the blast, the injuries, and her lifelong loyalty to the hotel created its first enduring legend. That's
But
wild.
is she gonna haunt me right now?
Imagine.
That would be horrible.
That would be
And
so.
surviving,
That would be so unfortunate.
going through the floor.
After several ownership changes, the property was shabby by the mid 1970s until Stephen King spent an eerily empty night in room 217 during the hotel's. Wonder if he did that on purpose.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would think he did.
The stay inspired the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, catapulting the Stanley into pop culture fame, even though King later clarified the novel is fictional. Resident spirits of the founders, guests, and staff still report hearing Florence Stanley's piano echoing from the concert hall long after closing.
Male apparition.
Today, room 217 is the most requested room. Lights switch on, luggage is unpacked, and unmarried couples say their covers are rudely tugged apart. Miss Wilson enforcing old-fashioned morality.
Could you imagine going into a room and you go leave for like 10, 15 minutes and your luggage is unpacked?
I obviously wouldn't jump to a ghost doing it. I would think somebody's in there rummaging through my luggage.
Children in the attic, now the 4th floor.
Do you want to read it?
The entire fourth floor once served as the attic. Dormitory for nuns, nannies, and children. Modern visitors hear phantom giggles, feel small hands, and see closet doors swinging by themselves, especially in 4 or more. Could you imagine the doors just swaying back and forth? See, this place doesn't seem like it's crazy haunted. I mean, it has some things, but
not a lot.
I don't know. I feel like
well, that's just the thing.
The hype.
Right, but a lot of people have experiences there. So, do you think that it's such a thing as maybe it just is, or maybe we've talked it up to the point where it's like maybe it's a magnet, maybe it's just like a place that spirits gather. People go there with that expectation and then leave behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. What's the next location?
That's the demon house,
In Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Extreme case. In 2011, the Ammons family reported demonic possession, made international news, conducted exorcisms, and even had the house documented before demolition. What does that mean?
So the house was demolished.
Claims of levitation, choking, voices, extensive media coverage, and a documentary demon house. I don't remember seeing a
I
duck.
bet you that's the one with the one that Zach Beggins bought or something like that.
Oh,
Because remember he
maybe.
did buy a house.
Right. Wait, no, I do remember then they did an investigation in the house.
Did they?
I want to say Zach spent the night there or something.
No,
And I
no. I
want to
think
say
there's a whole bunch
I
of
think he
bullshit.
lost his shit at some point too.
He's
I mean, he probably did a long
besides
time
me.
ago, but
I'll keep my negative comments to myself about him. But
hey, man, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Igor Kem, I can't. This is in India.
yeah, I can't even pronounce that.
Daytime haunted road.
Dirt path.
A rural dirt path notorious for midday hauntings, mysterious footsteps, heavy breathing, and claims of blood-sucking possessions.
Well, that's a little aggressive.
What's in India sucking blood? I mean, in the Philippines, we got the what is it called?
Yeah.
We did a thing on it.
We did. I can't even remember where. I can't remember.
I can't either. I
It
can't
has
remember
wings.
it. It does, and it separates its body or something like that in half.
Yeah. It's on the tip of my tongue.
A swan.
A swan. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, swan.
Yeah, swan. Folklore about midday spirits possessing travelers, often with physical marks. Well, we were just recently talking about bite marks and stuff too. This is the kind of bite marks that I'd be worried about.
Right.